We had to include 3 different aspects in the preliminary task. These were 2 lines of dialogue, a camera shot with a door being opened, and to not break the 180-degree rule to ensure continuity editing.
This was our first experience of using the editing software Adobe Premiere Elements 9.0. We experimented with many different effects and transitions such as dip to black, cross dissolves and black to white. These were just a few of the transitions in place. However, what we've realised is that we put too many transitions in at first, making our film look like an amateur film with low production values. Another weakness of the preliminary task is that the only equipment we used was a school camera and tripod. However, when it came to our actual film opening, we were able to use one of our own cameras, which was Harry's. We also experimented with the tracks and the dolly. Our genre for the preliminary task was an action film. However, a generic convention of action films is a fast cutting rate. However, the shot reverse shot between the antagonist and the protagonist is very slow.
The preliminary task gave us a greater understanding of filming conditions. In the preliminary task, we were only able to film in school, so to make our film generic, it was hard. However, after looking into what we could do, we found a location suitable for a horror genre we had chosen. We didn't plan anything before shooting our preliminary task, and it has reflected in the outcome. All we did was go to the place and think of the shots we could perform and try them out. However, before we went to the film and actual opening, we regularly updated our blog about our concept, plotted ideas on a storyboard, and regularly met up through the planning stages to see how we could make our film opening as effective as possible.
Keep going. No, it's fine. I'm not zooming
We
in.
also found out that it was much better to shoot more footage than needed, otherwise we would be left with bad footage. So even if we liked our shot in our horror opening, we performed different shots of the same part of the film to see what it was more effective.
Done.
You're the most off.
Have gone on leaps and bounds from our preliminary to our final opening. We included some motion shots in our opening, whereas in the preliminary all the shots were on a tripod. Our editing has progressed a lot, as now we know how we can edit different parts of our opening more professionally, instead of using just the typical cross dissolves, dip to white, etc. We've also progressed from our opening having 2 pieces of footage separate from each other with the film opening, intercutted with the photos on the wall. We believe our opening has changed from an amateur film with low production values to a low budget professional film with high production values. We